When did mathematics first begin? It is even possible to say, probably not. In early ancient culture, there is a science of people used mathematics to make calendars, to build pyramids, to divide farmlands, and use for countings. There's plenty of evidence that people everywhere use math, but it's hard to tell how deep with the theoretical studies of mathematics. That matter is complicated by the fact that most writing from the ancient times was lost, and knowledge existed long before writing. It is passed on by speech. The best we can do is to find the first person who was credited with a specific mathematical discovery. That person is an ancient Greek scholar named Thales. Thales lived from absolutely 625 BC to 550 BC, around the time that Nebuchadnezzar was king of Babylon. Thales was born in the ancient Greece city of Miletus, which today is located at the coast of Turkey. Thales is considered as one of the 7 sages of ancient Greece, along with the other Greek philosophers, Solon, Cylon of Sparta, Pittacus of Mytilene, Bias of Priene, Cleobulus of Lindus, and Perander of Corinth. Thales started his academic career as a philosopher and scientist by going to Egypt at a very young age. It was there that a young Thales discovered the knowledge of Egyptian and Babylonian sciences. Once he reached adulthood, Thales returned to the Greek city of Miletus to create the School of Milesians. Thales used his position to spread his knowledge in mathematics and Greek philosophy, all the while continuing to perform observations and scientific experiments. Thales used his observation in order to discover how the world functioned. According to the legend, he calculated the height of the Great Pyramid, helped predict a lunar and solar eclipse, and put into practice the theorems of Thales. Ancient Greece, and especially Miletus, had a deep influence in Western philosophy. His mathematical and scientific research are considered as having revolutionized the times. Considered as a sage, Thales always prided himself on explaining his discoveries from a rational point of view instead of mythological one. According to some accounts written many years after his death, Thales died around 550 BC in Miletus while attending a gymnastic competition. Found in the bleachers, he had apparently died of hunger, thirst, and age. How Thales influenced math courses. Thales was the first to mark the history of mathematics in the creation of his scientific formula and principle. Here are 5 of the geometric theorems he has been credited with. First, a circle is bisected by a diameter. Second, angles in a triangle are equal if their opposites are 2 sides of equal length. Third, intersecting straight lines produce opposite angles that are equal. Fourth, a right triangle and its corresponding right triangle can be drawn inside of and using a semicircle. Fifth, if a triangle's base and the 2 angles are given, the triangle can be drawn. Thales' theorems are utilized to calculate certain relationships of longitude and proportions in geometric figures possessing parallel lines. Thales discovered these theorems while calculating the height of a pyramid. Thales was able to calculate the dimensions of the pyramid of Egypt in relation to the shadow of his cane. We know this most notably thanks to proof elaborated in the book Euclid's Element, which deals with the proportionality of areas of triangles of equal height. However, Thales was credited by putting words to the latter. Thales from math to astronomy. Thales utilized mathematics to understand important notions of real life. Math exercises such like prime numbers, decimals, equations, medians, subtraction, addition, philosophy, and architecture that serve as a tool to understand the world around him. Thales utilized the method of observation for constellation in order to understand how the universe functioned. He made many discoveries in these areas. First, used the Little Dipper to guide sailors in the open ocean. Second, calculated the height of a year thanks to interval of the solstices and equinoxes. Third, indicated the pathway of the sun in between the two tropics. Fourth, listed the ephemeris. He analyzed the number of days in a year and concluded that the year is not 365 days, but 365 days and a quarter. Thales also observed stars in movement, the diameter of the sun and the moon, all the while using the same system of measuring objects relative to the shadow of a cane. Thales didn't just mark the field of mathematics in antiquity, but also the history of science as a whole, inspiring works of even Sir Isaac Newton. For that, we should remember his name along with his achievements.
Kick. Hey, hey, hey.